Even wherever set up, but I think that we are there now. You guys will have to tell me as we get there. A pleasure to have you all with me, as my blood has been pumping as we've gone through this. It has been nervous energy. It has been exciting. It has been... And what's going on? You say I'm live and I'm not on the right channel. Do I have a blip? Connect your encoder. What is happening? And we're back. Let's see what happens here. Wow. The YouTube studio, not the most easy to deal with. Wrexham fan. We do the watch-alongs for Wrexham when they go through the season. We've been there the entire time. And yeah, we'll figure it out. Is going. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4... I've got to improve things. Blame Canada. That's what I'm going to do. The Wi-Fi not doing its thing. So it says now it's poor streaming. So let's upgrade and improve things. It might change. Just give a second here. We'll figure this all out as I play with the technical stuff in the background. Big signing for Wrexham. If you haven't been following along, Michaela Cook back. Please use a keyframe frequency. It looks like it's running all right, doesn't it? I'll hit the button. We'll get into it. I'll have to figure out what's going on, but let's just run with it. Let's just run with it. So we'll leave the Wrexham women stuff aside. Oh, I'm chopping. Okay. Maybe I have to keep restream just to go back to what I know. YouTube. Process. I'll repeat all of this as we can do. Two positions that we're curious is who is going to start up front with Jonathan David, and it's going to be the man that I want to... Output under streaming. I'm getting a keyframe error and I can't figure it out. Maybe fixed it. Setting. Output. I might have to shut it down and fix something. I'll be back in a second. I apologize. I got the long Ethernet cable. It's set up. It's not a problem. It's a keyframe error. No, I'm still bitty. Okay, I'll be back. Let's see if we're back. That may have fixed it. We'll keep watching along. I'm learning all the way along about keyframes and all sorts of fun things like that. You'll have to tell me if it's fixed itself. It looks to be fine on my end where I'm at. And then I can actually talk about some bloody football and get excited about the match and the preview and all that sort of fun stuff. But it looks like it's running, so I'm going to go with it and imagine the hiccups and the fun and the chaos. It seems like we are fine. All right. Whoo! Couple of minor adjustments. Everything seems to be fine. Bryn, how the hell are ya? Over mech, snowboard, everybody's there. I didn't anticipate that being a problem, but hey, you go through this stuff, and this is why I'm doing it, and so I guess that's why I do this sort of stuff, is I wanted to look at what were the players that are potentially going to be in this thing. Just give me a second here, as everything's going still a little bit green and a little bit wonky. Let's bring that one up here, and it'll tell me everything seems to be going tickety-boo. The couple of players that I really was excited about, Bombito is a statement that I made is Canada's team, we play a 4-4-2 press as Team Canada. We have to do that because we don't have a backline. We didn't have a backline for the longest period of time. We have talented forwards. Alphonso Davies being out hurts us a lot, but I still think we have enough to deal with Bosnia, but so did Italy and so did Wales. But we need to challenge up front. We need to press. We need to score goals, and Jesse Marsh developed that style. As he goes through the process, he finds two center backs that are perfectly suited for it and absolutely are just weakness after weakness. Cornelius and Bombito end up rescuing things. I don't know why I just crapped out. Okay, let me fix this problem. I will get this all ironed out in a moment. Output streaming. What do you want me to do it at? Well, now you're not telling me that that's not the right thing to do. Okay, I may be back. So as we go through the preview, and I'm just going to keep on talking here and keeping an eye on the stream and making sure that it works, and I'm not convinced that it is. Just you need to watch the match and enjoy. Things are fine on your end. Okay, that's great. All right, we're back to health. Glitches a little bit, but everything's survivable. We'll go with it. So, Taniolo Ose. Can't say enough about the guy. Runs channels, would look great in a Wrexham uniform. Lots of choices with respect to who was going to start today. Kyle Laren's been lighting things up with Southampton. Promise David has been improving things over for Union SG, and so I had questions as to who was going to fill that role. I kind of expected that it was going to be Kyle Laren, and was a little bit shocked, but I'm glad, I'm happy that Jesse Marshall with Allez for two reasons. One, I think he earns it. I think he's better for the club. I think him and Jonathan David is a poacher. He, like I said in the previous video that I did, he scores. He never scores a highlight goal, but the man gets goals, and it's impressive to see, impressive to watch, and he just always finds open space. Who helps make him find open space? Allez, he creates it because he accelerates, he's on blast, and away he goes. Things I appreciate about the lineup. Liam Miller, I've been super critical when he was with Hull City. I was critical of him before that. I thought he was lazy defensively. He's picked up his game, his defensive stuff. He had a block against Tunisia, absolutely delicious. Hard work, effort, and he's committed to both sides on that wing back. And whether that's development because he's in the championship, whether that's development as a player and a person, whether I just missed it because I'm a dip hit, then that is what it is. BBC's keeping the build-up light. See, in Canada, it's been the whole run for since 10:30, 11 o'clock. They brought in the old guard. De Guzman was there. Hutchinson was there. The guys who built the Canadian men's national team when other players like Owen Hargreaves were going and playing in England instead of for Canada. The messages they sent hit in the feels a little bit. But it was a great pump up, a great preparation. You saw a mob of Bosnia fans lined up, marching their way to the stadium. The stadium itself is in red and looks absolutely gorgeous. And then I get a no data thing. I'm just going to keep on talking my way through everything. It's been a lot of fun today, and I didn't know how my emotions personally were going to lead up for this one, because with Canada in the World Cup, I mean, the last time we went through this, we just wanted to win. We just wanted to get something, and we've done that. We didn't win. We won a goal. We won. The award for us was scoring, as I'm being distracted here trying to find out what's going on with my channel again, and I go through this. The other question that I had was Bombito being out, who was going to slide into that other spot? He was prepared and ready to go. They had him as potentially they were going to replace him for the entire competition. They opted not to do that, and they've kept him in, but he's not in the lineup today. He's on the bench, not in the starting 11, and so the question is who was going to come in and who was going to fill his role, and it's going to be Luke DeFugerol, 20 years of age, which is rather impressive to see. Are you guys just getting me repeating back and forth? Because that's what I'm getting. I've got no data. Just give me a moment to soak everything in. Hey, Diandra, I got major issues on the tech end, but I hope everything is wonderful as we're leading up for this one, watching the preview show and getting into it. Maxime Crepeau starting left back or starting in goal on our left backside. Alphonso Davies, Bayern Munich man, fastest guy around. The road runner, he's not in it. He's still dealing with injury stuff. They expect him at some point in the tournament, but they've gone with the old KG veteran in Richie Lorea. And so, not the same quality, of course, but Richie can fill in. He's got the capacity and the skill set, and he's sort of a jack of all trades, a utility knife type player. He'll play everywhere, and so I'm excited to see exactly where he goes, and how he does today. Liam Miller are going to be in front of him on the left-hand side. Helping out with on the back line, you're going to have Cornelius, who I think will be on the left side of the two in the center back position. DeFugel on the right. And Alistair Johnston over on the opposite side on the far right. So, as far as in the midfield, I believe it's going to be Tejan Buchanan up on the far right side. He'll step up there. Eustachio and Kone will hold out the middle. You'll have Liam Miller on the left-hand side. And then up front, Jonathan David and Oluwase. As we soak this mother up, I will bring back up the roster and the lineup as it sits right there, so you guys can all see that one as it's up. Let's just enjoy this mother. 8-year build-up to get to this whole thing, and now we're a kickoff away from starting a match against Bosnia in the World Cup on home soil. Mad, absolutely crazy. It's sort of disbelief. In my office, FIFA's got their volunteer center on the main floor now. So, you see the build-up. You see everyone getting their volunteer outfits. You see the football graphics and the logos and everything around the entire downtown core getting populated, and it's a slow build. It wasn't a fast one, but now that we're here, the heart is pumping. Look, Bosnia and Herzegovina obviously has done the job to get here, and can't doubt their capacity by any way, shape, or form. But this is one that you would anticipate that we're going to be able to take care of, right? And that's great. Diandra, I think I may have actually figured it out. It just took, some buffering issues, and I'll have to figure that out offline. But I'm just going to run with it and soak this up. And if you guys miss important parts, you're going to miss important parts, and I apologize for it. But I'm trying to get off of Restream and onto just YouTube Direct, and it always has a couple of little hiccups, and we'll see where we go. I've got to go and grab Anthem's coming. I expect that to be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for it. Massive flag. Don't look at that stadium, Toronto. They could have done better with that. They needed to add the capacity, so they put in the temporary stands. And you know what? It doesn't look that bad when it's full, but when they were sending the pictures, it was questionable. It sure as hell ain't BC Place. Steve Barton showing up. Jesus, man, I do love you and appreciate you for what you do and helping us out. Might have to go and get some new toys and some improved stuff, because this is a bit of a question mark. For Bosnia-Herzegovina, you look at their club status. They're just not quite the same level. I mean, we've got two guys at Villarreal that are on the lineup in Buchanan and Diffuserol. You've got Eustachio, who's at Porto, went off to get some added extra time at LAFC on loan. I expect he'll go back to Porto, but not certain by any stretch of the imagination. You've got Alphonso Davies, who Bayern Munich and world beater. You've got Siri Amen in Juventus and David. And is that Davies walking out? What did I just see on the screen? Oh, he's just walking out for the opening ceremonies. I was like, he's part of the starting 11? What the hell just happened? You can't do that. Got the heart racing a little bit as Jonathan Davies still not back from injury. Moises Bombito is going to be on the bench. As far as the guys on the bench, I haven't gone through them. Matthew Chouanier, midfielder. Davies is on the bench. Goodman, Jones, so Goodman, the backup keeper, I'm assuming that St. Clair's there, he is. Jones, Laren, Nelson, Osorio, David Promise, Liba, Schaffelberg. I think we'll see Schaffelberg if we're losing. If we're winning, I think you might see somebody else come into the lineup and play on that left-hand side. Schaffelberg, our chaos merchant, our direct play guy, love him, but not as good defensively as some of the other options that are on the bench. So, and then Niko Shigur, Croatian, plays for Split in the Croatian top division. Bosnia obviously right there. Num being probably about a 45-minute drive. I drove through Num on the way from Split down to Dubrovnik way back in the day. And I'm going to soak in the anthem when it hits, because this is going to be something special. Like buttons down below if you've got it and you want to smash that thing, as we seem to have fixed our problems. And woo-wee. This is going to be something, isn't it? Sing it. Alanis Morissette. Had to be somebody big, right? Jesse Marsh was commenting and taking a shot at the U.S. On the media, if you missed it, talking about how our lads sing the anthem and they're proud to do it and they're passionate, and took a shot at the U.S. and said it was, when he was an assistant coach down there, it took him a lot of work and they had to strongly encourage people to go out and sing it. And here these guys are, in both languages, mind you. Let's get into it. How does that not make you get you pumped up? Whew! Come on, Tirana. The snowbirds on display getting across the screen for us. Icons who may not be in operations for a while. I was talking about Bosnia. I mean, they've got Vasily in net. Vasily in net. He's going to be called upon, I think, today. Was in the recently demoted, relegated squad out of the Bundesliga, FC St. Pauli. Muharenovic is with Sassuolo. He's going to hold down their center back position. They got Katic in there, who's with Schalke, so they've got capacity there. Dedic at Benfica, and their captain Kolasinac at Atalanta. Those are all guys in the top division over there who have the capacity to do it. You go through their midfield, and I'm going to mispronounce their names. Bjarkaterovic with PSV. Bashik, who I couldn't find him. He's in the Kazakhstan league, Astana. 24-year-old who I don't know. Well, I don't know much about any of these guys, but you couldn't find anything about it. Brøndby, who's in Denmark. And then up front, Demirovic is clearly their guy. Plays for Stuttgart, and he's going to be... He was clinical in the matches against Wales and against Italy. And so you expect him to perform. And then you've got Jovo Lukic, who's in a Romanian club, who people were actually, if you go to Twitter, were surprised that he was in there. Anybody but him is what the message was that I saw most people saying. So we'll see. And also there is a man on the bench in Hadziemetovic, who is at Hull City, who we've seen that will... is familiar with, obviously, with Liam Miller. Don't know anything about the officials. I'm just going to soak this thing up. What do I expect from this one? I expect this to be much like the Korea match against Czechia, where I expect us to be on the front foot, pressing. But I expect, as Bosnia has proven in the past, in the most recent games against Italy and against Wales, efficient in the counterattack and dangerous as they come at us. VAR in effect, and so we'll get to soak that whole thing up. Yay. Let's get into it. Oluwaseyi is going to announce himself on the global stream here. That's my prediction. Right, Bryn? It's about to cry. Hey, weather guy, it's nice to have everybody here. Don't mind the buffering if it ends up happening. We'll soak this one up and we'll get into it. Both teams running a 4-4-2. Jesse Marsh up against Barbarez. I'm excited to see what version of Ishmael Kone gets. If he's on, we're in good stead. If he's off, I would predict a potential early sub. Hey, nicely, how are you? He's got the Olympic gear on. I still went with the Wrexham stuff. I can't do it. An American in charge of Canada, there's a president who wants that too. Oh, shots! The thing I like about Jesse Marsh is, and he did a preview on TSN before the show and was talking about how the club found him at the right time and he found the club at the right time. And he's adopted the whole Canadian psyche. He's not afraid to take his shots at his home country. And it's been a ton of fun to end up watching. Yeah, I won't be around after this summer. U.S. tonight, Brendan's going to do that. He's producing it. Hopefully he won't have the same blips that we will have. I might put it back up onto Restream just so that it's familiar and set up for him as he hosts that one and get into it. We're shutting down classes, are we? There we go. And I've stopped. I didn't get the timer going. I'll fix it. Come on. My heart, I can't even focus on anything. Liam Miller, early throw, get her in, let's do our things. One thing that I was surprised about watching the Korea-Czechia match was how well they were doing on the long throws. They were, I wouldn't say scoring at will, but they were dangerous every time. Liam Miller towards goal, dump it in, loose ball, scramble, and it all over the place. Diffuser tries to bang it in. We'll go in, we'll get a corner. Let's go. Press early. This is kind of what I don't want to disrespect Bosnia. They are efficient up front, and they're going to come and counterattack. And this is sort of, Bosnia is more like Wrexham than Canada is. We're going to be up front on the front foot, but we got to watch that in behind. And we have had some holes. You watch those previous warm-ups we had against Ireland and against Uzbekistan. Too many runaways. Eustachio, right-footed, in-swinger, down low, bounced around, knocked David, trying to free it loose, and Bosnia's going to thump it down the pitch. And Crepeau all the way out to halfway. You're going to chip it over. Ishmael Kone kind of just gave that one away and can't do that when you've got red jerseys all over the place scrambling around. What are you going to do about it? It's coming back the other way. Oh, artistic. Do I think there was a foul there? Yeah, but do I think that it was necessary to do the whole flop? And he's going to have a talk? Yeah. I mean, I think it was a foul, but my God, 10 out of 10 for the artistic performance. Bryn, I'm holding my breath and realizing, wait, I got to do that thing. 35, 40 yards out, left foot, swung into the box, lots of red jerseys there, going far stick, it's loose, somebody get there, right foot, up over top, dangerous, can't get there. Holy. That's what I mean, around the box they're capable. It's just, I don't know how they are. Memic running forward, offside anyway. Whew. I keep trying to tap the screen. This isn't TikTok. Like. Loose ball. Larea can't get to it. Frees up. Back to diffuser roll. Right foot. Down over to the right-hand side. Searching for Dejan Buchanan. Can't get there, and it's going to be collected by Muharemovic. Come on, boys. On the deck, Kone. Forward. Buchanan. No, not Buchanan. David slid over there, and now it's Buchanan in support. He's got Eustachio and Liam Miller on the far side, in behind Miller, and not a good ball in. Diandra, the happiest person around. Dulcet tones. Diandra, Michaela Cook, over the moon. You could feel how excited she was with that signing out of Cardiff City today, as we're going to get a throw-in on the left-hand side from the captain of Bosnia, Kolasinac. 50-50 and through the midfield so far. Battle there. Get up, he says, and Crepeau's going to get it on a goal kick. I like that. You can't give every flop. Got to measure what the ref's going to call, right? Free kick, 45, 50 yards out. Well, down to 42 yards. He moved it forward a little bit here. Left-footed. Going to be delivered by Bashik. Through the middle, back to Bashik. Lots of white jerseys still at the outside of the 18-yard box. Put in towards wide. Great start for Canada, then a battle through the midfield, and now Bosnia with a little bit of pressure here. We're going to just keep on holding on. I was chair dancing. It's going to be something to watch. Driven down the field by Crepeau. Left there for David to try and get to it. Can't, and it's all the way back. Vasil. Right foot delivered down. Cordelius forwards, but not really, just not connecting right now. Maybe a little bit edgy. Blood's got to run a little bit. I'm sure they're racing, and the whole diffuser roll, well done, framing off the man, and it's a goal kick for Crepeau. Here's a question of the day. Did my wife turn the heat on downstairs? Because I'm getting blasted here. I don't like this move of playing the ball over and just running the risk. I know you're trying to draw men in, like, for the benefit of that. Like, why? Why not just try and find a red jersey and play the damn ball? It's twice we've been cute here. All for what? To pull the striker forward? I mean, if you're going to play it on the ground, maybe. But Liam Miller bangs that out. It'll be another throw-in. We've seen enough chair dancing from Diandra watching Wrexham matches. I can only imagine what that signing would have done. I've missed you guys. It's only been like a month. Feels like forever. Kone thumping it down. That's too hard through the back of the man. I mean, shoulder charge okay, but just a rip through the back is Bosnia. Asserting control here. Don't like that. Not according to the script, as far as I was concerned, was going to happen. Possession was at 66%. It's now down to 56%. And a bad touch there with a giveaway. And Richie Larea is going to grab it and go. Maybe. And a giveaway. It's been eons, but lots of happening. I mean, we got World Cup stuff happening, and the women are going to be. I mean, we've got a signing now. They've got to sign for the Wrexham women. Their roster, if they want to have it, has to be out roughly a week before the games in July. So I expect there to be 2 or 3 announcements at least in the next little bit. Vancouver internet throttled because everybody's watching the game. It's actually not the internet connection. It's a problem with my settings in OBS. And the problem is if I play with it too much, it's going to disconnect the whole stream. So we'll run with it, and I'll do another batch of tests, and maybe we can avoid this whole problem. I go and I get a fancy camera, I improve the computer, I hardwire an internet, and that comes down to the software failure. Bleh. Is what it is. Not going to worry about it. Going to enjoy this one. I'm not enjoying what's the last little bit there is diffuser roll on his man. Gets kicked out, and it'll be a throw-in from the left-hand side for Bosnia. I'm assuming the audio's fine, and it's just my video's going off, which is fine. You guys can just minimize and watch whatever you need to watch. Kone, how about finding a man nearby instead of just that overhead kick thing twice in a row just to the wrong jersey? Kone, do a thing. Do a thing. Gain a little confidence. The ball out to Liam Miller to cross the halfway line. Larea on a run. He's going to take the ball. Our left side is pace, pace, pace. And Larea having a comment with Liam. He's got to go a little bit further down. What Canada does on its left is different than its right, and it's historical because we do it with Davies. Davies, he's got full license. If he wants to go on a run down the left-hand side when he's in, he does. And so him and Liam Miller are comfortable swapping places, and you get that with Larea there, and that's going to go out, and we'll get a throw-in and a long throw-in potentially from 9 yards out. Again, I repeat, why couldn't Korea defend the long throws? Just horrible, horrible defense against the long throws. Here comes near post, headed back. Eustachio. He looks tinier than he normally does. Liam Miller with it, 20 yards out, looking to dance. Pulls it back to Eustachio, slid over to the left-hand side. Kone draws it back. Richie Larea, not a good touch there from Kone. Don't want to be overly difficult on the man. Kone with it, advances it forward. Larea spins it. Not a good ball forward. Has to be rescued, and it is by Oluwase. And then he gives a bad pass back, and now it's a scramble. 3-on-3 going the other way, and that's a foul and potentially a yellow. Alistair Johnston, too slow, too lazy. Gets in. Yellow card. I don't think you can argue about that one. Can't call it red. There was no obvious goal-scoring opportunity. And I'm leaning on you guys to let me know if the audio's bitty or scrambled, because that's the key. If the video's choppy, that's fine, but I don't want the buffering to be too bad. I mean, nowhere near the ball. Should have just ran with him and cut him off, but I'm always critical. I'm more nervous now. I had a whole lot of confidence going in, and I'm already starting to feel a little bit. And I'm hoping what it is it's just overexcited, nervous. Got to bang the energy out and just realize it's just a regular football game and get at it. The thing is about our right back position is you've got to have him there. I mean, Alfie Jones is a center back. Joel Waterman's a center back. I guess Nico Shiger can come in if he needs to. Going to be a long time running on a yellow as it's a left foot in swinger into the box, and too many white jerseys in front of the red. Left it there for the header, but not really headed with any strength. Knocked down by Crepeau, and away we go. Hey, that rhymes. 42 of you watching. Like button's down there if you want to smash it. That'd be wonderful. Liam Miller. Interrupted. Knocks it away from Bajarterovic. And it's headed out, and we'll take a throw-in from Richie Larea. Let's get some confidence here on the front foot. The problem is I think we're doing all right in the final third. We've had limited opportunities outside of the start. We had the opportunities from Miller there. I'm okay with the opportunities that we're getting. Our midfield, though, our connection from the back line forward, not quite there. Ishmael Kone, not really doing a thing yet. Down the line, headed up. Oluwase wins a battle. Eustachio trying to get it to David. He's got an opening on the right-hand side. Can't get to it. Unfortunate there is Tajon Buchanan running forward. If Jonathan David would have spotted him out, that would have been glorious. Come on, lads. 3 yards out. Looking for a back pass. It's there. Looking for Oluwase. He can't get to it. And it's cleared out. And we'll get a corner out of that one. Short corner. Over to the right. 8 yards out. Cross coming. Nobody there. Oluwase had to run back to try and get it and got his head to it. But not enough force as he was running away from goal to try and get there. And it's banged off the referee. And that'll whistle it down. 15th minute. Nothing going on. Miller's Barber deserves a red card. He keeps going back to it, though. That's the problem. Cornelius, well done there to free up that one. Had a man streaming in, and here we go. Ishmael Kone on the run in the midfield, a little bit too far forward. Nice ball into Oluwase! Across! Jonathan David couldn't get there in time, and Buchanan going to try and rescue it, but I like that ball over. Buchanan back. Kone spinning, circling. Find a pass, find a ball, and he finds a defender instead. The flow seems good. The positioning seems right. Just a little bit off with the angles on the passing. Come on, do things. Do things. That's what, Diandra, I'm the same way. I thought this was going to be us searching and them on the counterattack. And maybe that's a good thing as we take away their opportunities. Liam Miller. He's got a pass on him if he wants to use it. Larea all the way up from his left back position, going on a run back to Liam Miller. 13 yards out, taking on his man, going towards goal. Here comes the cross. Up, far post. Buchanan can't get up. Cut out just in front. This is what I expected. And the question was, what can we break them? Because they're strong defensively. Crossed in, headed down, loose ball, left foot! Oh, big stop! Jonathan David, that's his wheelhouse. He pity-patted that. He went for angle instead of force. And instead just low on the ground and not a difficult stop at all. Did I get more bitty? A warning for Bashik on that challenge. Not really the best one that's out there. Alright, we'll go back to where I was at. This is frustrating. I am trying things in the background. You guys, I don't know if you're noticing, but I had it optimal and then I dirtied it up, didn't I? Long ball searching for Liam Miller down the left-hand side over his head. Was there a touch? No. Throw in for the bad guys. And they say I'm loud. I can't help it. Long time to get the throw in on that one. Bounced off our throw. No, not going to happen. Knocks it down, can't get it over. Pumped around. Cornelius, he's got the pace to get back there, and that's why we got him. Did he clear it up? He did. He actually was able to angle that one in. That was impressive. I thought that was for sure going out. Liam Miller up to Eustachio. Nice little spin. Picked up Richie Larea on the run up to Oluwaseyi. But turned over. On the run for lots of red jerseys. And then the pass lets us down again. Come on, lads. That's a foul. Not a yellow. He got him in the front, but he definitely got him. That's somewhat dangerous, and you don't like that from Eustachio, but it's nice. I'm frustrated that the buffering problem's there, but look, I really want to make the change because restream's just not necessary, an unnecessary expense. If I can figure out the tech component of it. Brendan tonight. Diandra tomorrow. Hydration break required. Headed down. Oluwaseyi wins. Can he win a ball? He won the ball, but then tried to find Miller and couldn't do it. We're one pass off. We're one pass off, and maybe that's a credit to Bosnia and what they're doing is they're down the line here. Corner coming by Arterovic and Larea in the battle, and they're saying that went off Larea, so it'll be the first corner for Bosnia from the left-hand side, the far side on your computer screen, and yeah, that's off his thigh. Oh. This wasn't the script. That was a good one. Near post and then flicked on by Kolasinac just right over his head and then put into the back of the net. Was that... No, it wasn't. It was Lukic. So Kolasinac just skiffed off the top of his head and right there for Lukic. Ah! We got goals in us, but maybe that'll settle us down? I don't know. Liam Miller. Fuck. Diffuser roll fouled, come the other way. I don't know. We have the quality. I don't know what it is about the World Cup too. Hydration break. I'm going to try something here. Sorry, guys. Just having a look at things as we're sitting on a commercial break during the hydration. I gave you guys one as well. Thought that I'd add that into the equation, so you tell me how that has to look. I appreciate that. Welsh Techie, I appreciate you jumping on and covering the Cook signing today. It was a fun little thing. I'm down now. The mood has shifted. The optimism. The challenge with us, with Canada, is we've got to win games like 3-2. Wrexham could use Bosnia's set piece coach. I mean, we have a porous back line. Cornelius is it, but he's been dealing with injuries. Bombito's been dealing with injuries. Alistair Johnston, I'm still not sold on, although the rest of the world loves him, and I think I'm the only guy. And then you've got Richie Larea, who's sort of a midfielder, a defensive, like a holding mid. He's a jack of all trades. He plays up on the right-hand side at times as too, but he's sort of a jack of all trades, master of none type of glue guy. But he certainly is not Alphonso Davies. Not too high, not too low. It's tough. The thing for Canada is, like, we went through our first World Cup in '86, didn't get a goal. We went through our second World Cup and didn't get a point. And so, for whatever reason, and at the last World Cup, I thought we had a team that could have potentially got out of that group even. This one, surely as hell we can get out of this group, can't we? Eustachio, knocked down to Larea, and that... They're everywhere defensively, and I don't recall them being this good against Wales, and so that is... I think that's a mistake. I saw, to be fair, what I recall from Bosnia was them being sound at parking the bus and holding things off and maintaining their form and a strong team defense. Here, their intercepting ball and turnover and counterattack is stronger. Maybe is that a difference between the Welsh and the Canadian quality? I mean, we beat Wales when we played them, so I would like to think we're at least on par, if not better. But just not there yet. Johnston, Buchanan, framing him off. Got to find an option, pushing the back, and there's a free kick. Going to be from, 30 yards out, but only 6 yards away from the goal line. Eustachio going to come over and take it as the red jerseys populate. Better than copulate. Quickly taken, and the ref says no thanks. Not in a sweepstakes, Skullboa. Did you see Holland? I don't know where they're playing Norway. It's got to be over in the Carolinas, does it? Because they were in South Carolina for the Stanley Cup final. Liam Miller runs over the ball. Eustachio drills it in. Touch one time. Flicked on. Still loose. Bouncing around. Liam Miller comes out and grabs it. Pushes it forward. We've got Red in the box. And it's a shot. And it's flipped up in the air. Liam Miller trying to go and get it. Puts it back in. Does Johnston. Headed away by Bosnia. And see, that's the stuff that I want to see. Is go out and push it. There's goals in this thing. Let's Korea this thing. If you missed that one, Czechia... Korea dominated that game as far as possession and shots. And then all of a sudden, despite there being 12 shots on goal, 4 on target, and no goals for Korea, Czechia get their first on target, bang, it's in the back of the net. And then Korea came back in the second half and scored 2 to end up taking it. So just get the 3. Just get the 3. Advance forward, Buchanan trying to get there, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Oh, corner. Okay, we'll take it. I didn't know it went off of Kolasinac. It looked like it went off of Buchanan, but that'll make up for the throw-in error. Eustachio going to take it here. Going to be a out-swinger from the right-hand side. Diffuser roll. You big 20-year-old Fulham bugger. Get it. Into the middle. Knocked down Liam Miller. Volley. No, he's going to deliver it over. Jonathan David. Banged it off, and it's blocked. Pushed through the back, and you can't do that. I like these free kick positions. 6 yards away, 5 yards away from the goal line. Lots of options. Too hard through the back. Somebody remind me how the audio's going, because I did change things around a little bit, and it looks like it doesn't fit the video. I'm going to give up on it as long as the audio's holding. Eustachio, right foot, 5 yards away, 6 yards away. Lots of red sitting middle of the net towards the far post. Scramble. Delivered. Why? Useless. Why are we going out to the front of the box to Ishmael Kone when you've got everybody in front? Wasted. When you have that angle on a free kick, you take your shot. Not your shot, but you take your pass into the box and the chaos that comes. You can get that shot in open play. Far out. Jonathan David, well done tracking back. Right side, looking for options, holding up. I'm okay with this. Diffuser roll, looking. Alistair Johnston over to Ishmael Kone. Find your pass. Wide to Liam Miller. 10 yards out. 18 yards out. I can't count in my own head. Ishmael Kone can't get there, and it's going to go out. Damn it. I don't like the decision making. Somebody's got to take the ball by the horns here. Ball by the horns. See, I modified that one. Thanks, Kyle. Tajon Buchanan going to grab it, spin it back, pushing it down the right hand side. Left it there for Alistair Johnston, halfway line, searching. Doesn't like what he sees, so back to Eustachio, who's going to gain the midfield line and look for options. Buchanan, 35 yards out. Alistair Johnston now. Switch on through diffuser roll. Middle of the pitch. Wide to Kone. His passing's making me nervous. So, he found a flip looking for David. I'm okay with that as an option. And it's going to go out, throw an 18-yard box. Thanks, Shirai. I appreciate that. I'll try and figure it all out here. Eustachio, Liam Miller towards the goal line. I like this. Cut back pass. Draw down. That was all ball, though. That was all ball. Freed out. Come on, faster. Able to win the ball back on the tackle. He's got it to Kone. He's going to flick it in far post. Can he find a body? It's scrambled loose. Oluwase looking. Oh, not a good cross pass. He stuffed it on his heels. Crepeau, 45 yards away from goal. Could you imagine Ogonkwo being out there 45 yards away from goal? I think we'd all have a heart attack, wouldn't we? Flicked up. Oluwase leans on his man. Opportunity here. Left foot. Over the top of the net. Tanny. Two good opportunities. One for David, one for Oluwase, and you got to do better than that. He scooped it. Way underneath it. Ugh. I do like the kid. I love the kid. And one of the reasons I like him is because he's always on net, and here I am. I was going to extol his virtues and jumps over top of the net. Stay on the front foot, lads. Buchanan out there, put the pressure on, and we'll grab the throw in 35 yards away from goal. I don't know if the ref's done enough to upset me yet, but if I have to blame somebody, Steven, I'll definitely do it. Looking for Buchanan. 18 yards, pushed in the back, gains his feet, back up again, scramble is on, loses it, and it's freed out, and are we going to get another throw in? Lean on him. Pressure, but we got to take those chances when we have them, for the love of God. Why are you jumping around up and down like a knob? Canadian fans. Jesus. Loop throw in, 4 defenders, and that wasn't well handled by Bosnia. They had 4 defenders there and only Darnell Cornelius up. And they headed out, and we'll take a corner here. Right-footed outswinger, I'm assuming, from Eustachio again. Can we get Kiefer more? Yeah, it's been yips is a good way to describe it. I think they're finding their form now. High ball, Diffuser can't climb and get to it, and it's cleared out. Richie, get on your horse. You're faster than that, Richie, and that'll well done. No, oh, I didn't put it up on the scoreboard, did I? I just didn't want to imagine that it was true. That's on me. I'm not used to controlling it. They scored on the set piece, that's for sure. Nothing can't take it away from them. That one's easy. The telescore is easy to fix. It's the OBS stuff I don't like to play with afterwards. Header there from Cornelius. Missed. Come on, lads. 15 minutes or 10 minutes plus added time here, and I suspect we haven't had anybody really on the deck, so 2 minutes at most probably is all that's calculated, and then they'll have Jesse Marsh at halftime to go and do a thing. Just find something. And if I have to, I'll blame Toronto too. Ryan Reynolds in the stands. Hey! I'm hoping, Steven. I mean, they're sniffing around. They got to break them at some point, right? But then I guess we thought the same thing for Wales and Italy. God damn. Miller. Got to get 3 points from Qatar then. That's the thing. Host teams in the World Cup on home soil, I think, are 16 wins, a draw, and no losses in their opening matches. Don't want to enter ourselves into the L column on that one, don't we? Kone, nice little dance there. Now can we get the pass? No. See, he's like half on form. His defensive ability and his way to intercept and control ball when he's in a scramble is all there. He's just, I don't think he's made a pass yet. I don't think he's made a pass yet. The good thing is we've got midfielders, so if he ends up not running, we can go through with that, push in the back, but not enough to call a foul. And Eustachio's going to give it out wide to Alistair Johnston, who's on the run. Buchanan trying to get out there to give him support up front. It's not there, so we'll probably just settle it down. Eustachio looking cross over to Liam Miller, headed back and flicked away. Richie Larea trying to get up there, can't do it. Well done by Kone to go up. See, loose ball, he's on, but here comes the pass. Hey, that's a pass. It's a short one to Eustachio. Hey, there's a pass. It's up to Liam Miller towards 8 yards out, looking for a cross. Still byline, and can't get it in. Goal kick. Oh, touched the defender. All right. Corner from the near side. Steven, take it back about the referee. Davies is still recovering from his injury, and they decided not to put him in the lineup. He is on the bench. Switzerland are good, which is why I was hoping we could get into that match and be trying to shoot for first rather than trying to eke out points to be able to get second or enough points that we can hold off third. You've got to get points against Bosnia. Jesus. It was a great ball. That was way better. And that's off of him, and we'll take a corner over to the other side. Oh, they're screaming for a handball. I don't think it was. Well, I think it was close. But no, that hit his chest. Right below his elbow. No. I don't know about these outswingers. Like, Eustachio's got it, the magic from set pieces, but that delivery from the other side was way more dangerous than anything he's delivered from this right side. But outswinger, it comes up in the air. Too early, Cornelius, into the air, and it's cleared out. And Kone all the way back to collect. He'll get it to Crepeau. Gutted, embarrassed, Stephen. Either or, I think they apply. Kone with it. Loves the ball at his feet. Defers anyway to Cornelius, who defers to Diffuser. Goes on a bit of a run, crosses the halfway line and looking to the right-hand side. Buchanan searching. Three lined up wide. He's going to take it towards the goal. Nice little move there. Can he get a cutback from the byline? Another corner over on the other side. Come on, set piece. Do a thing. They've had like one corner and they scored on it. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. He's had like about, what, 5 from this side? I don't know how many corners he's had total, but that's what I think it is. And from the left-hand side, he's had 1. That left-hand side was dangerous. This one from the right, they've just been not on. Too high. Cornelius got to it, knocked down. Liam Miller, corner, 18-yard box, looking to dump it in far side. Headed away. I thought we had Kit lined up, but well defended there. Put it back in the mixer, and Kone can't get it in. It'll be another Eustachio from the wrong side. Number 8, and I think 7 of them have come from that side. Like, at some point in time here, maybe you pull Eustachio out. You got to find a left-footed boot who's going to be able to put something that's more dangerous, because everything he's delivering is just super skyball. And it's easily defended. That other one was flat, hard, and so he goes short corner. So what's the point? We just give it away? Kone into the area. Larea back into the box. Flipped on by Diffuser and cleared up into the air. Miller into a battle there and knocks it down. Richie Larea going to grab it. Switch far side. No, he's going to high ball it. Jonathan David! That would have been magic if he could have gone over his shoulder and played that one. Tried to touch. He was so close. That would have been money. Two on one. If well done, Diffuser. Swept in and kept in position. Bayrak Terovic gets it over. Eustachio chests it down. Diffuser, who had to come over defensively out of position, and Kone's going to collect it and let's settle it down. Richie Larea trying to spin, presses on. Nice play by Richie. Gets it to Diffuser. He's like, why am I on the left wing here? Wrong guy with him, but he's grabbed and tugged and pulled, and we'll get a free kick out of that one. Well done, Luke. Did he look like a baby giraffe running down the wing a little bit? That one. Scramble with the legs to get him going. I need to watch the match. I did watch Match Momentum. Look at all the red. There's got to be a goal in this. Ishmael Kone. Back to Derek Cornelius. Kone again. Oh, it said Davies is not available today, even though he's on the bench. Alistair Johnson with it. Flicked onto Eustachio. Not a good pass to try to find Buchanan, and it's a scramble the other way, and we'll just let it go out. We'll take instead of a throw-in, we'll take a foul. Red Horde is covering the U.S. game tonight. I got to get the thumbnail out as soon as this one's done. Brendan's going to produce and cover. I don't think I'll be on. I'll be watching and I'll be here, but I don't think I'll jump on the camera. We'll see. And then it's Curaçao and the Dutch will be up tomorrow. Tomorrow? Sunday. I don't have the graphic here. Diandra will tell me. Because that'll be with Diandra. Shaun is slow. So's my OBS. Throw in. Liam Miller. Searching for Oluwase. Kone jumps way too soon. Cornelius gets it, tries to find David, can't do it. Oluwase framing. Counter-attack. 3-on-2. Alistair behind his man again. Rescues himself. Well done. Almost got himself caught out with that little juke to the left. Sunday. He's a confidence builder, and you can have it. And stop doing this goal kick flick onto the keeper, because we put ourselves under pressure every time, and that was a tough one. Yellow? Did Cornelius work that one? Yeah, he caught him, but I think Derek sold that. So that's one each on a yellow. Nobody over there, but Taniela Wasey looking for Buchanan, gets it over and runs towards the keeper to try and do the intercept and force the kick down the line. Diffusural with the pressure on. Loose ball. Eustachio stabs at it and knocks it free. That should be ours. Go after it, Johnston. Oh, just missed Buchanan with the pass. It's their interceptions, Bosnia, and I don't remember this from the Wales game. Richie Larea with the pace. Well done. Brandon's doing the U.S. one, Steven, so he'll be on tonight. Mike Myers in the crowd. Ryan Reynolds there if you missed it earlier. Mike Myers going through his 3-quarter life crisis? Is that what you call it? I mean, I don't know what's up with the dyed hair. Welsh Tech, if you're still here, do you remember watching the... or anybody with the Wales-Bosnia game? I don't remember the interception. I remember it being just defensive form in good stead and then the counterattack. And here they're jumping passes quite frequently as they're into the box and across along. Eustachio intercepts it and he's going to flick it up in the air and look for Tajon Buchanan. He gets dragged down and that was feet. That's got to be a yellow. Yeah, that was boots into the body. 4 minutes of added time. Where did that come from? Lukic, the goal scorer with a yellow. Sandeep, we like FIFA too, I guess. I'm sure there's going to be moves coming. If he's watching this Alawase kid, that's the one I want in a Wrexham kit. Need to find a goal from him. Also, just my own self-confidence and speaking out on players. I don't do it very frequently. Well, that's a bad ball forward, and so it'll just go all the way to Kripo. Go on a run, man. Flicks it forward to Cornelius. So are we, Sandeep. Cornelius with it, searching for options. Right-hand side, Kone with it, across the halfway line, up to Tajon Buchanan, right-hand side, moving forward, back line in tandem. The form of Bosnia there, cut across and too far with that first touch. And that's going to go for a corner. Oh no, a throw. Hit the corner flag and went the wrong way. The first one that Alistair Johnston got was definitely yellow. The first one that Bosnia got, I thought, was likely a yellow. Or potentially a yellow. The last one there, I thought was probably a yellow. Cornelius sold the one. Thrown. I didn't see who made that throw in. Was that Miller on the opposite side? No, it was Johnston. Flicked in, loose ball. Oluwase fighting for it, comes free, blasted in ninth corner. Yes. That's why it's 1-0 there on the screen. We're waiting to see some magic here off of a corner right before the half. Feel it. Send everybody hope at the half. Find it. Don't do a short corner. Get it in the mixer. Serve it up. Right foot and it's high. Cornelius up and he was open and had the header and he just lifts it way up over top. We're just fucking shit right now up front. Find something. You've got to have somebody with a left foot that can take those corners, don't you? Ryan Reynolds feeling that one. Will I get like copyright or banned if I call it BMO Field instead of... There's the whistle for the half. Hey, go. I don't know how to summarize that one. Midway, one goal down. You got to feel like there's goals in this thing, but we just can't find them. We had the opportunity from David to be able to go and get something. He went for placement rather than power, and the placement ended up poor, and it fell right into the hands of Vashilil. Then you get the other opportunity was Tani Oluwase on the right-hand side, who ended up just driving the ball into him. So not the best outcome as far as first. And we'll do that, and I'll come back and we'll look at some stats. No. Absolutely zero chance. I don't think either Canada or the US get outside of the round of 16. That's just my take on it. But sorry, I'm sitting there trying to figure out. I didn't set up the browser to be able to pull the stats up, so I'm going to have to do it through OBS here the old-fashioned way. And so just give me a second here as I figure it all out. We're going to go to FOTMob. There it is, and it's probably going to be... Just give me a moment. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. You guys can go through it with me here as I click over to the stats. For my eyes, I mean, 9 corners, 7 shots to 5, 2 on target for them, 1 for us. That's the difference. 21 touches in the opposition box. I mean, the stats scream that we should be ahead. We're behind in XG, and that's just because we've been missing we missed our big chance, or they made theirs, and that's the difference in the game. You go through the number of touches in the box, 21-7. Passes in the opposition half, 92-40. Offensively, at least in the build-up, we're twice as good as they are. A little bit. I mean, we've watched Wrexham, and they're playing a 4-4-2, but Bosnia definitely a counter-attacking team, and then they've done the job. Jump up to the corners. 9-1 in the corners, and they've scored on theirs, and we've missed on 9. You got to find somebody with a left foot who can take it from that side. It's been 8 out of 9 have come from the right side, and that's Eustachio's opposite foot, and he's just skyballing them, and they're easy to defend. It's the one that we had some level of danger was from the opposite side, and so you'd expect you need to see something about that. Just running through the stats. Lukic at an 8.0. Well, 4 players until you get to Alistair Johnston at a 7.1. The challenge for us is Buchanan's not doing well. Kone, his passing's been poor. And Oluwase at 6.1. Not enough. Not enough. And is it nerves? I don't think it's nerves. Maybe at the start for there was 5 to the 5th minute to about the 15th minute where we struggled to be able to maintain some level of control, and we and they came at us. The possession went all the way down to as much 53% for us. 47% was the highest that they went for the momentum. I'll go up to the momentum meter here. If I just jump to the facts, I think it's under. Or they don't have a momentum meter today, maybe. They've been in. If there was a momentum meter, there's a 10-minute period where they had it, and we would have had momentum and the pressure throughout. We just can't seem to find it. I'm going to jump into the chat here and see what's going on. Alphonso Davies still dealing with injury, so he's not on those left back position, and we'll have to see where it goes. Diandra's leaving. Diandra and I will have a talk. If Bosnia scores, but while she's away, her and I will have stern words. Do you think, Diandra? Thanks for joining for this one. Like button before you leave. Let everybody know that we're here. Yeah, it's all just about fun, right? We're all just soaking it up and getting into it. Got to look at the bench, as we always do, to find out what our options are. I mean, I don't... being down, if we were up, Ahmed comes in and replaced Miller. Being down, I think you see Schaffelberg, because you've got to have somebody that's going to drive and take them on and create some chaos, and I think you got to give him time. So I would see him at 75th, 78th minute, somewhere in there. Kone, do you go with Jaden Nelson? I mean, Osorio, I don't think is a realistic plan. I think what you're looking at is David's probably going to play the 90. They'd probably love to be able to sub him off, but if we're chasing the game, he's got to be out there for the 90. And you see Olosei come out, and it's probably Kyle Larin who's going to get his chance to go in and find it. I could see Matthew Chouanier. I could see Jaden Nelson replacing Kone. I don't think you get rid of Eustachio. You need to really find a left-footed boot. Let's just... I'm going to figure something out here. Ask a question, get an answer. Can you put Liam Miller over there? I mean, the guy can pass, and he's a left footer. Do you Kone's a right footer, Saliba's a right footer, Chouanier's a right footer, Osario's a right footer. And so I guess it's whoever's playing on that left side, whether that's Miller or Ahmed. I don't think you put Schaffelberg in there. He's got pace and he'll drive. But yeah, there's the answer. Good old ChatGPT as I cheat my way through it. Promise David. Does he come in for Jonathan David? Free window at halftime. Do we end up getting something out of the... Nico Shiger, Croatian, against Bosnia. That's got to be the narrative. Right? I would like to win one. Yeah, it's interesting. And Liam Miller, is he 25 or 26 now? I should know this because I was just looking at him, and if you watch the video that I put together of Canadian players that potentially could make it to Wrexham, he's a guy that if Hull City doesn't see him having a role in the Prem, he's going to be going somewhere. I'm sure he has interest in staying in England. I'm sure there are championship clubs that would love to have him. Do we need a left wing back? Yes. Does he fit within Parkinson's style? Absolutely. I questioned his defense, but the kid has certainly improved on it. The highlight of him in the Tunisia match, coming down and blocking it, he had another similar play in Uzbekistan where he came back defensively to make a play. I have to give it to the kid. He's done well with things, and it's a credit to him. Make it look like I don't know football. Maybe I don't know football. But I'm just trying to figure out what else we can potentially do. I think if you are making a switch at the half, Johnston for Shiger because he's on a yellow, and Kone for Matthew Chouanier are my two options. I think that's got to be my options. And Shiger's a step down from Johnston, but an improvement up front if you're going to have him overlapping with Buchanan on that side. I don't think you can get rid of anybody up front yet. I wouldn't. Do you blame Oluwaseyi or David for their miss such that you're going to try and bring in? I think Kyle Larin comes in first, 65th minute, 67th minute, and I think you leave Jonathan David out until 75th, 78th minute, and you pull him out for the other that you don't put in, probably Promise David instead of Jonathan David. Sitting here looking at the previews and waiting to... I'm nervous. Like, this is one that so much of our tournament turns on this game, and I don't want to throw it out there and say it, but if you go into a match with Qatar where you've got a point or three in the bag, it makes that game less stressful. A reminder, the top two in each group go forward, and then the top 8 out of 12 go through, and they're going to end up with a top team. So I just don't know what you do in the circumstances where... Yeah, I just don't know. It says we recommend you stream at a bitrate of 2500, and I did that, and it looked like it went worse for me, but they keep telling me to do it, so I'm going to go back and reset that. And we'll see if that fixes things. What you don't want is have to go into the last match against Switzerland needing something to be able to try and make it, right? Yeah, now it says I go poor and it's not enough. I think the magic is this fit 4500, and I'm just going to have to figure it out. I'll be streaming to a membership thing at some point this weekend and just trying to play with different things, so you guys are happy to join along as I go through that whole process. Let me know your thoughts if you've got any on Bryn or otherwise as to who comes in here. Are you with me that Kone's got to come out? Are you with and does Johnston come out because he's on a yellow? And if he does come out, is it Nico Shiger and you give up a little defense for a little bit of offense coming from your backside? No data. Oh, bugger. We're getting close. They're making their way out. I'm going to hit one more add button and then we'll get back into it. Line up my telescore. Trying to get a read on everything as I look at it here. A bit more intentional. Is that the magic? Is that the story? We're in it. We got 45 minutes to save it. Let's get after it. Don't see a halftime sub. Oh, shoot. Never come back to secure a point in any game for Canada at the World Cup. So let's make some history today as we're back underway. Second half, find a goal! Do a thing. Please. Pretty please. Early shot there. Crapeau knocks it down. We're good to go. Crapeau sets it down. Charged on. Left foot. Overran there a little bit. And we'll get a throw in from Richie Leray on the left-hand side. .45 yards away on a free kick. Nobody's looking to move forward. Are they going to defer? No, they're going to play on. Kone with it. Looking. A good pass there to Miller. Back to Kone. Up against the line. Pushes it forward. Tries to beat his man, but it pushed a little bit too far and it's going to get cleared out. And here comes Diffuserol securing it. Nice little flick up in the air with pressure coming. And it's a scramble through the midfield that is going to be secured by Bosnia. And then they just give it away. It's a whole minute-long buffer on this thing. It's quite something. Alistair Johnston looking, right foot up, searching for Oluwase. He flicked it on, ran onto it himself, and it got knocked out, and will take on a throw. 12 yards out, Buchanan going to go over. Long throw coming? Nope, short throw instead. Alistair Johnston looking. Nice little pass there, flicked on by Eustachio. Oluwase curling back around. Oh, it goes towards the line. Oluwase! Keeper knocked it down and we couldn't get somebody forward. Eustachio didn't get the read on the dive and didn't go towards the ball. Buchanan, how about that move by Tani Oluwase spinning on the line? A little bit of magic. Do that again. I thought for sure the only move he had was to curl back, cut back, and try and cross it. Instead he said, you know what, I'm going to fake it and then just spin on the man. Buchanan, long throw, dangerous, headed away. Come on, boys. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. Larea all the way back. Pressure from Demirovic. Diffuserol collects it. Moves it forward. Oluwase, a little heavy on Eustachio, and he tried to save it and get it back and couldn't. It goes all the way to Veshil, who's going to kick it right out. And we'll go again. Go again. Find us some magic here. Johnston. Down the line to Buchanan. 6 yards, cross, flicked up in the air by the defender. Get there, somebody. Can't do it. And it's Lukic all the way back. And we go again. Come on. Look how empty the stands are at halftime. Guys, how much money did you pay for the tickets and you're going to be up getting drinks? That is some queue at the bar, Skolbo. I didn't even notice that until just now. You said it, but I thought you meant just generally. Oluwase. That's a foul. That's a yellow on the goalkeeper. That's a big collision. Oluwase and the keeper. Oluwase got to the ball first. And I don't know if the keeper did. I don't think Vashil got to it. Ref's gonna let it go. I mean, the keeper did that. Go to VAR for fun. Did he get to the ball? Vashil? Is he onside anyway? Probably offside anyway. Oh. So Oluwase, I thought he got to the ball, but he didn't. That was a punch to the head. The two-fister to go for the ball with a follow-through to the head. Not intentional to get him in the head, but he got him in the head. Watch this spin. The replay's playing now, on at least in Canada, and that spin, he just... Goal kick, no harm, no foul, and away we go. Keep the pressure on, lads. Loose ball, flicked up in the air, scramble everywhere. Liam Miller going to try and grab it and settle it down. Does so. It kicked it past his man. Well done, Liam Miller on a run. Do your thing. He's got David with him. Up to Oluwaseyi. Too heavy. Liam Miller, I keep talking about your passing. You did a whole bunch of amazing, and then the passing let you down. When have I seen Liam Miller miss a pass by like fucking 6 feet? Never. The guy doesn't... you don't see that. Ever. It's his one superpower. Free kick for us. As much as I've been critical of the guy, I can't ever criticize his passing, and that time it had it. Kone with it. Liam Miller going to take on his man again. Beat him down the line. Oh, well, nope. Well cut off that time. It's a battle and a scramble over in the corner. Dedic and Miller. Dedic thumps it, and it'll be a throw-in for us, 8 yards out. Larea is going to defer, I'm sure, to Miller. Going for a long throw. Thrown in. Derek, sorry. Liam Miller. Do a pass now. Out to Eustachio. Doesn't like his options. The referee's in the way. Up to Cornelius. Left-hand side. Cross. Half cross, half shot. Wasn't sure what that was. Come on, Buchanan down the line. Knocked out, thrown for us. It's just 6 minutes of pressure. But nothing really direct at goal. Cornelius shot the only thing. Buchanan with the option. He's going to go down the line. It's heavy. Is it going to go out? It is going to go out, and it's going to be a goal kick. Find some magic. Find some magic. This is what I get for saying we're going to score some goals. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about our center back position and what's going to happen. Here we are, waiting on goals. The pundits in Canada know better than I. Despair starting to settle in. Vashil. Katic. Long ball down the pitch. Free kick for us. Kone. Nice pass through the gap. Left there for Liam Miller with some space. Cross coming. No, he's going to hold off. Back to the off foot. Plays it back. Ishmael Kone push to Eustachio. Right there! Oh, he's cleared off the line! No! Oh! That was in. That was in. Richie Larea in Toronto with an opportunity to score. And it's cleared off the bar. Richie Larea, right foot, and it's beat the keeper, and it's thumped off the line. Then Diffusural, and is that a yellow that he took for that one? I'm sure it probably is. I missed that whole play coming backwards. And Diffusural with the professional foul and the hug. Yeah, yellow on that one. That one sucked. Oh, and then a mistake, and we give them the ball. Here they come forward, and this is where they score every time. And then they don't. My God, Maxime Crépeau. That back pass was suspect. Cornelius with the bad pass, and that didn't hit Crépeau. He scooped that over himself, didn't he? Oh no, he did get it with his ankle. So it should be a corner, but I saw Bosnia players complaining, was that not a corner? Kolasinac, the captain and the goal scorer, saves one. Right-footed in-swinger. They scored on their last corner. This time they don't, and we get a counter-attack out of it, potentially. Jonathan David, not a good pass forward, and it's just going to get collected. He's been such a good servant for Canada, though. I mean, he's in his 30s and he's been everywhere for the club. Over 5,000 minutes for the club is Liam Miller on the opposite side, right foot. So he doesn't have a right foot, is what you're saying. Okay, that's a sub for Liam. His superpower is his kryptonite today. Everything that I've said is opposite with Liam Miller. I don't know football. I give the guy compliments as being like the best passer ever, but a man who's lazy defensively and doesn't take on his men. Here he's taking on his men. He's dribbling fine. Kick straight out, and we're going to go on the offense right off the throw. Oh, O'Shea tries the cross, and it's deflected, and he couldn't get it over. Johnston there, caught out Bosnia, got the throw in, get it down. The pass too slow to get over, and we can't get the opportunity out of it. 55 minutes, 35 to go. Body snatchers is the only explanation. Yeah, it's time for some Schaffelberg. Took too long to take the throw and they gave it to us? Shaun is a world-class jinxer. Whatever I say, expect opposite. Kolasinac, how did he scoop that? Because you'd think that's a wide open net. No keeper. Off the defender. Play advantage, sir. Really? Promised David over Kyle Aaron. I didn't expect that one. Oh, man, that... Oh, they gave that to... They called the foul against Eustachio there? All right. Bosnia with the chance. Right-hand side. Up over. Flipping it on. Crapo gets out. Smacks it. And it's going to go to the opposite side. This is the side they scored on their corner. Delivery, left-footed, scooped in the air, headed, and up over top. Man, we got to work on our set-piece defense. Ahmed and Schaffelberg. I mean, do you put Schaffelberg on the wrong side too, just because he drives on people? And do you take out Buchanan? I don't think you do. But you got to choose between Ahmed or Schaffelberg, and for me, it's Schaff. But they're all ready to go, so it looks like Schaffelberg's going to come in. So Ahmed coming in, it's got to be Ahmed on the left and Schaffelberg on the right, I would assume. Unless you're putting Ahmed in the midfield, that doesn't make no sense to me. Anyway, 2 left wing backs, so we're going to see 3 left wing backs. One of them out of position. Well done, but Cornelius. Liam Miller, do a thing before you get pulled off. Find an assist. Find a goal before you get called out, Eustachio. And now you got left footers to be able to take those corners instead of Eustachio from the other side. Kone. Liam Miller, make a pass, sir. Nope. Fought for it. Got the ball back potentially. Loose scramble ball. Kone trying to get there. Knocks it out and we'll get a throw. Wait, they call that for a Bosnia throw-in? was offside was Tani Oluwaseyi. Bosnia takes subs. Lukic, who's on a yellow, comes off for them. Are they going to take off the other yellow as well? We'll find out. Cornelius can't get to it. It's going to go out. Promise David coming in. Liam Miller, he's out. Tani Oluwaseyi out. So David and David. David squared up front. And I'm just seeing who's on the left and who Schaffelberg came on for. Oh. David came off, not Tani Oluwaseyi. So it's David for David. Buchanan out. So it's going to be Schaffelberg on the right side. It's kind of as I thought. I was like, do you put Schaffelberg on the right? So it's offside, but he's going to run at you anyway. And that's the thing about it, is you never have the threat of him with a cross off of his bad foot. So if you're Bosnia, you know as the defender what he's going to do. You just have to be able to handle his pace. Cornelius knocking it down. Larea scoops it forward. Promise David's first step onto the pitch is to hit a flick pass, and the whistle blows, and I don't know what that was all about. That is a shake-up. I'm surprised that it was Jonathan David coming off and not Tani Oluwaseyi. That is even more faith in Tani. Crepeau gets us back underway. And I'm wondering if Buchanan out, do you swap Kone over to the right-hand side and you leave sort of on the left-hand side of your Eustachio over one and you put one of them where Eustachio is? As it sits, I see Schaffelberg over on the left-hand side. So, free kick. It looks like that's what they might have done. We'll see where Kone is. For fuck's sakes. Nice play there. Knocks it down, and it's Ahmed's on the right-hand side. Well done. Flicked on. Oluwaseyi tried to beat his man and get it out. Goes out for a throw. We're scrambling, running for the ball. The pace is there. Ahmed throws it out. We're taken quickly. Ali Ahmed moving forward on his offside. Taking on his man. Oh, he dragged him. Stabbed forward. Promise David! Can't get the shot away. Blocked. I am not Jesse Marsh. I am not a manager. But if you're going to come off with two left wing backs, to put the guy on the opposite wing, the one who's not as direct and not as pacey and not the challenging guy, and leave the chaos merchant on his right side, I would have flipped them. But again, I'm trying to jinx here. Watch Ali Ahmed make some amazing pass that I just don't expect coming. Johnston flicks it up. Holy crud. Ahmed everywhere trying to settle ball down and maintain possession. Kone to Cornelius. Gains the halfway line. Still time in this thing to find some magic, lads. Let's do a thing. Cornelius advances it forward on the run. Richie Larea moving all the way forward. Left back. Eustachio back. Right footer! Misses to the right-hand side. Wanted a corner. I thought that one straight off his boot out, but he says he thinks it was deflected. Second half hydration break. It'll be a bathroom break for me. Advanced forward. Knocked down. I don't like the hydration break because it tells you that the end of the match is coming sooner than I'd like it here. I'm going to take the opportunity to run to the facilities after I hit the commercial button and move it forward. Down the left side, Schaffelberg able to chase onto it. Scooped up, far post, Oluwaseyi! Headed away from the line, knocked down again. 2 off the line. Whoa. That's got to be a yellow. He didn't get anywhere close to the ball, sir. Come on, Ahmed. Nice little pass. Dink in front. Eustachio, can he save it? Cut back pass. Back to Ahmed. Cross. Far post. Too heavy. Cornelius, how fast are you, man? Bosnia have never had a World Cup clean sheet. Let's talk about that clean sheet. Let's repeat it and say nothing. I mean, that was an easy clear off the line, but also frustrating. Why did defenders have, as Diandra would say, why did defenders have to be where they're supposed to be? Why? Uh, 2-on-1. Richie Larea, 3-on-3. Dances around. Well done, Richie, getting back. Well done, Richie Larea. Scooped over to the far side. Directed towards Crepeau, and let's go. Rolled forward. Nice little touch and flick. 5-on-4. 6-on-4. Ahmed, he's got to hold up. The pass wasn't forward to him, and he tries to get it through to Oluwaseyi. Can't do it, and Eustachio gets there, and we'll take a foul. Oluwaseyi came back, got fouled, and this is going to be, 35 yards out. Cornelius can bash this, by the way. His only goal in a Canadian red jersey is from the set piece where he smashed one from, I think, just maybe about 3-4 yards further in. But Cornelius can take this. Oh, no, it's not. It's too far out to the wing. All right. Scooped up, flicked on, is going to go out for a corner. It's not. Anticlimactic. That's what that one was. Hydration break. I'm going to go clear some hydration. I will be right back. World Cup voodoo. World Cup voodoo. That's what this is. I mean, you look at a Canadian team that's been semi-finalists in the Copa America. They've been on fire. They've been stepping up. They've been in form. They haven't lost in a long time. And they hit the World Cup and then just not themselves. Jitters or otherwise, I don't know. Canada just not ready for the moment, I don't know. But we're a better football club than this. And I guess what Wales and Italy are going, we know. And maybe you got to put respect on Bosnia's name. I wish, Diandra. I really, really do. God, I'm frustrated. It's the only thing I can explain. City to play in. Hey Charlie, how's it going, mate? I'm not ready for next season, as you can tell by the bandwidth and the problems that we've been having here. I'm sure Brendan and Diandra are ready for it, and with the Cook signing for the women, that's been amazing. But and I haven't looked at the Insta to have a look at it. But regarding YouTube EFL watch-alongs, I'll have a look at it, Charlie. I appreciate it. Somebody do a thing. A chance to become a Canadian hero. One of those goals like the one we had in the Ice Tech, and if you don't remember that one, last World Cup qualifying when we had to qualify for the 2022, we had to take on Mexico and win to be able to take it down. So what do? When they come up in the middle of the winter, we put them in an outdoor game in Edmonton. Snow all over the place. And there's an image of, oh no, I can't remember his name now. Vancouver Whitecaps winger slash right back. Anyway, he diving into the to the. Whoa, Luke, that's a lot of confidence, but he got the job done. Foul there, nothing called. Onside forward, and Bosnia's got the ball. Ali Ahmed with it, bouncing it around, and couldn't maintain possession. He's just a jitterbug up there, ain't he, though? The Norwich City man. Larea wins the ball despite the height disadvantage. It's left there by Schaffelberg, and Kone can't rescue it. And Kone is upset, having words. You got to pull him out. Kone, that's the definition that Kone can come out. He is on the wing, Charlie. They put him on the opposite side. And I said, I'm not Jesse Marsh, and who am I to question anything? But he brought on two left wing backs at the same time. He brought on Jacob Schaffelberg, who's a left winger, and Ahmed, who's a left winger. One of them's pace and direct, and they put him on the left. The other guy's the passer, and they put him on the right. I thought you'd keep the passer on the left side because he's the better passer. And if you're going to have somebody who's direct, put him on his off wing because he's going to be direct anyway. So it makes no sense. Is subs for Bosnia. Berjakatovic comes off on the right-hand side. Berjaktavovic and Memic are out. "15 minutes and added time to do a thing." Schaffelberg, the direct man, tries to take on his man, can't do it, gets around him, knocked out. Goes for a goal kick. I thought that came off of him, and Jacob was looking to say that he got a kick in the thigh. Dedic, though, handled the pace there pretty good. Did he take a boot in the thigh? Ah. Left, Johnston finds Kobe, couldn't control it. Cornelius intercepts it. It's a loose ball. Schaffelberg can't turn and get to it. Schaffelberg back. Loose balls, he'll collect them and eat them and then just full pace to try and beat you, but he's being handled. Maybe the quality is a little bit too high. Ahmed, Oluwaseyi on the run. Eustachio putting the pressure on. Freed up and they come back the other way. Kolasinac, left side, searching for options. Draws back. They'll go back and recycle, and Oluwaseyi on a run. Promise, David, 15 minutes, no possession, just time clicking away. Kick about, and here they come forward. Cornelius finally gets the stab in, but it falls, of course, to a Bosnian player. Ahmed got to it, but kicked and thrown out. Professional from Bosnia in control. Kyle Laren coming in. That's for all of us. The Southampton man signed with them after the end of the year. Looking for an 8th goal in Toronto. From him. Johnston gets undercut. Free kick for us. Up in the air, got undercut. Ryan Reynolds talking to fans in front, taking selfies. It's all Wrexham all the time. Ahmed with it. Right foot. It's, just curled a little bit too far to the right. Got too much of the outside of the right foot. Interesting being a left footer. He still had the confidence to pump that one through to Ahmed. Looking for Kyle Laren and it just skewed too far. Throw in coming for Canada. Ref doesn't like the throw in. I mean, the thing about the throw-ins is if you're within 5 yards and you're throwing the ball backwards, does it really matter? Kone with it. Diffuser roll. Cornelius. Jacob Schaffelberg. 13 minutes left to find a thing. Eustachio. A little urgency, guys. They're deep. They're going to park their bus. They're going to let you have it. You've got to do something to change it. Kone, drive it forward. Stab forward. Kyle Laren! Scores! Kyle Laren! The sub! Takes it, turns, curls, right footer, and puts it into the right-hand side. You beauty! Whoo! I was just saying, have to do a thing. Southampton Saints man. The only time you're allowed to cheer for him, Ryan Reynolds. Oh, get in. We needed that one. Easy as you like. Collect ball, turn on ball, right foot, put it in the corner. Done. And I said, do something. So Kone says, fine, I'll take on the man. Moves forward, beats one guy, pulls in a defender, frees it forward, and it's flicked on. Turned on, right foot, easy as. Was that Ahmed who had the second touch? Kone beat the man. No, it was Promise David who came out in support. Promise David with the little flick on. Found exactly where Kyle Laren could turn on and then beat him. Get in! Ugh! Simple and done well, right? Do a something, drive on the man, pull a defender, pass to open space, flick on, turn, curl, bang. Southampton 1, Bosnia 1. 11 minutes to go get another one. Let's go. Get hungry. But now we don't have to go for it. So I'm wondering whether we change it because I've enjoyed the pressure. Oh, boy. This game. Why did I get into football again? Oh. Vashil. Over to the right-hand side. Dedic. Scooped on. Cleared by a diffuser roll. You know what? That 20-year-old deserves a lot of credit today. Red jerseys all flowing around and then missed that one. They were screaming for a handball. It was one of those weird ones. They kept running and I'm sure it hit his arm, but it hit him while it was right next to him. That's a reason to cheer for Bosnia. Maybe you guys don't get the same angles as I get the crowd shot on that one. Just right foot flicked on. Outside of the boot. Yeah, for these moments. Absolutely. Is it weird that my favorite football memory of all time ended up in a 0-0 draw, just being in the racecourse to watch Bolton and Wrexham play? Like, just to soak that all in. Like, I enjoyed Huddersfield, and I really enjoyed Wickham. Mostly because we won on late goals. But that was something. Yeah, never in doubt, Kim. Go get another one. Unless you guys are ahead of me and you see something I don't. Bosnia with it. Don't tell me there's a goal now. See, somebody types goal and I don't know, Steven, if you're just behind or... Oh, goal. Didn't update the scoreboard. Bugger me. All the way forward, Vashil's going to grab it. Pressure's on. 8 minutes left. Can we find another? That's got to be a free kick. He stepped on him. Alistair Johnston goes back and heads it back. Crepo's there. Alistair's going to get back and just simply right foot it and clear. Kyle Larn knocks it down. Ali Ahmed's going to give it to Kyle Larn, who's on his horse. The keeper's going to come out and just boot it or let it roll. Don't take it away from him. Don't talk it away from him. Steven just wanted the scoreboard updated. Baby steps. Is that what it was? Last World Cup, it was just about getting a goal. And we got that, but we couldn't win. Couldn't even get a point. This time we wanted to get a win, but what are we going to get? We're going to just get a goal and get a point instead. Is that baby steps? Then we get our win against Qatar, and then we advance and take first in the Loot group by beating Switzerland? Is that how this is? I don't know. I went from being the most depressed man in Canada to being one of the more optimistic. Find something late. Bosnia going to have to take a sub as the captain, Kolasinac, who saved that one off the line. My God, that was something too. I'm a solid, 30 seconds behind, so you're doing better than me. And then I keep getting these blips where it says, we don't like you, and I get all scrambly. I'm going to be playing with my system here the whole time. I did for 2 hours. I swear to God, I tested the whole thing. Ole, ole. It should be Allez, 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 les rouges instead of just ole, ole, ole. But Canadian fans, we don't have a chant. That's about all we can do is just repeat ole, ole, ole over. Alfonso's back. Bryn fell over the couch. Kone gets it to Ahmed. He punts it forward, leaves it to Kyle Laren. Can't get there, and then here comes Johnston. Diffuser roll, taking on their man, knocked out. Free kick or a throw? 6 minutes plus added, and we're probably at 5 or 6 minutes. We've had celebration. We've had a couple of extended delays with players down. Diffuser will chest that one over to Johnston. Kind of an awkward clear, but Kone... Whoa! Missed kick there, gave it away. Richie Larea's got to step up defensively and do a thing, and he does, and that's got to be a corner. All right. I'm going to be playing with my system needs to be clipped. I tested it in private. And it didn't work. A corner and our set pieces have not been good, but they're going to be good now. Please, for the love of God. Outswinger, knocked down, looking for a half volley, can't get it. Schaffelberg, right side of the ball, and then moved to the wrong side of the ball, and now it's Kyle Laren stepping out defensively. Richie Larea, well done. Eustachio cleans it up. Find Schaffelberg. Go on the run, young man. We'll take that. Before this World Cup is concluded, you'll relocate to Arkansas. What's in Arkansas? Kim sent in the condolences. Promise David heads it out, throwing the other way. Halfway between every half, they have a hydration break. So Eustachio, we've got lots of red forward. Like we're not sitting back. Like we've. That's gonna go for a corner. Did he save it? Throw in up against the goal line. Hurry up! Johnston long throw has to come all the way over from the right side. Does Johnston? Near post. Cleared out fairly easily. Eustachio gets it out wide to Johnston. Right foot brought in. Kone, can he get to it? Can't. Cleared out. On the run in the counter attack. Richie Larea's got pace, and so does Jacob Schaffelberg. So you got your two speedsters in defense. Bosnia holds up. 3 minutes, I'll take that. Now we worry about getting the ball back. Promise David. Schaffelberg trying to scoop it forward, finds the hold-up man. Promise David, nobody around in support. He's just going to use that big body and run and maintain it, and then he gets pushed, and that's a free kick. Promise David turned into a linebacker on that one. Just put his head down and started running with the ball at his feet. Body's flying everywhere, and then he gets grabbed and ripped to the ground. Eustachio, 2.5 minutes until the 90, and I'm guessing 5 minutes on the added time. That's my prediction. We'll see where it goes. Get your passport. Go to Wrexham. Do it. And eat all the food. The restaurants in Wrexham don't get enough credit. Like, fabulous food. Diffuser roll. Kone, 25 yards out. Over to Ahmed, 18 yards out. Eustachio, edge of the box, and he flicks it forward to try and get Ahmed running. Couldn't get there. Just a jitterbug. The guy never stops, right? Whoa, stepped onto Kone. It looks like the CFL out there. Minute and a half. Cornelius with it, crosses the midfield stripe. Eustachio back to Cornelius, searching for options. Inching forward. Kone did some magic from the left. Can he do it from the right? Johnson, that was a questionable pass. Put Eustachio in a difficult position and wasn't able to maintain possession. So it's going to be Bosnia going the other way. Smashed off of their own player for Bosnia. Diffuser goes out, wins a defensive header. Well done. Eustachio gets pushed in the back. There's another push in the back. Yeah, Stephen, there are a couple of tickets that I saw available for 800 Canadian that are in the lower bowl, but most of them are in that $1,200-$1,300 range. Come on, Eustachio, do a thing. 90th minute, just deliver something in for Promise David and that big freaking... He's going to go get this somehow. It's loose ball, and he's just going to be like, me get it, smash ball. Up in the air, too high, too close. Bashil just grabs it. Got to be a curler. Get that out turn draw. Oh, 6. I thought 5, but all right, we'll take 5. Or we'll take 6. I think we're on the front foot, so we'll go after it. Diffuser, defensive header. Schaffelberg can't go up and get it. Kone is going to try and knock it down. Eustachio can't get over to grab it, and Bosnia is going to settle it down and maintain possession until they try to give it away to Kone and then get it back. Ahmed out. Ahmed's looked good today. Well done, Diffuser. Oh, I thought that went off as like... I'm looking at tickets. Yet to be determined. I want to. Eustachio coming off for who? Nico Sugar? Matthew Choinier? Oh, really? Jonathan Osorio. Of all the options, and you go with Jonathan Osorio. I guess you call that a defensive move? His first play is to stuff a pass to Kone. And then to dive into a challenge. Why? Now we're down to 10 men. Ahmed with it. Whoa, what? I didn't see what Promise David did there. He looked like he was far enough away. He took a dive on the Kone grab and went for his ankle. That's a linebacker move on the 3-point on the turn there on the foul. Promise David just turns to curl and go up the pitch and runs into the chest of Mirahemovic. I don't know. It's an interesting tournament, Skullboa. Maybe I'll wait for this as I watch the free kick being taken. They're just going to play it back. Interesting decision. And they're going to deliver it over to the far right side. Promise David, not a good foot on it. Ask the question. Diffuser roll. Give that guy a paycheck. Diffuser roll's been good, and I was nervous. That's a yellow. Professional foul. I think 4 points gets you through. Credit to Kyle Lauren there, didn't flop. Not on that one. Nikola Katic with the grab, the clutch, and the foul. I don't know. If I was to take a shot from Promise David, though, Bryn, I'm pretty sure I'd go down and be feeling it too, right? Diffuser wins another defensive header. Couldn't win that one. Kone with it. Loose ball. Freed up. Cornelius has to get on his horse. Whoa! Darnell. Or Darnell. Derek. Why do I keep calling him Darnell today? Derek. Go the other way. 2 minutes. Do a thing. Last 2 minutes. We just haven't been sniffing around, have we? And I don't feel that confident with our efficiency, but Kone has it. Draws it back. Osario. On a run. Osario on a run. Right foot looking for Ahmed. 18-yard box flicked up. Go in there, get it! And Vashil, just a little too close from Ahmed. Thing is they have pretty much already eliminated themselves from playing the round of 32 at home. Had to win the group to get there. And I mean, I guess it's still possible, but you got to get your points in Qatar and then take out Switzerland, which will be a much tougher battle than this. Hopefully, a week or two to go when you've got Alphonso Davies back. Minute left. Cornelius on the run. Bosnia playing deep. Schaffelberg. Osario. We're doing what we did before where we're trying to pick out something. Osario, Schaffelberg on the run. Played forward. Richie Larea stops. Oh, Kyle Lauren! Oh, he misses with the left foot. Larea down that left-hand side, curling around and creating that opening, getting it back to Kyle Laren. Could he hit it on the first touch? I don't know. But I thought even with him, he's got the vision to be able to do it. Getting close to the end here. Ahmed, 25 yards towards the line, dancing on his man, freeing up some space. flop. Not given. Bosnia, that'll be it. It'll be 1 point on the draw. Final whistle goes. 1-1 the score. Final score, 1-1. Canada with a World Cup point. Going back to the question, is 3 points going to be enough? And I can't remember, was it Balboa? Who brought that question up? And I said I'd talk about it. Was it Charlie? In any event, it's an interesting one because the groups are weaker right now because you've expanded from 32 to 48, right? And so I expect there to be more 3-point games than draws. And so if you're a team that's looking at that third place spot, you're going to have to get, 4 points is probably what you're going to... in any event, this was fun. I've got to get the U.S. Logo up for Brendan and get it all set up on the restream. And you guys can join him tonight. And then you're back here Sunday, Curaçao and Netherlands on a doubleheader with Diandra. And I might pick up a game tomorrow depending on what's going on. We'll see how it goes. But thanks for joining me for this one. It's been fun. And I will work on my own freaking system and try and figure out why it hates me so much. Much love and happiness. Thanks for tuning in. And we will see you guys later. Oh, and go and look at the video of Canadian players that I thought. Now that you've seen Tani Oloase, what do you think about him? What do you think about Liam Miller as a possibility? Ali Ahmed probably not, but given how much he's liked in Norwich. Money talks, obviously, but we didn't get to see Bombito as potential center back options. Anyways, that video's out there for you to digest. Appreciate all of you. We'll see you tonight. USA. I don't even know. Yeah, I can't even cheer. I'm like now that's international. I'm going to be like all against Brendan. That's going to be awkward. All right.